Hello, everyone. Um, just wanted to get with you. Sitting here, smoking some fireside in my big Mick. Thank you, Mick from Dublin Piper. And I want you to know I read through comments. I get alerts on comments on my videos, and I wasn't going to do this today, but I was sitting here and I was reading through the comments, and one stuck out to me, and I was sitting here smoking my pipe, enjoying my coffee, black of course, Lancaster County Vintage Blend, and this comment kept running through my head. This gentleman has been a faithful subscriber, follower, watcher of my videos, I think for as long as I've been on here. And he is a police officer, Jonathan. And Jonathan commented on one of my videos from today about advice on buffing out pipes and stuff. Excuse me, nose is running, it's a little chilly out. You know what? Before I talk about that, let me get a tissue. Let me wipe my nose. Excuse me, folks. Hope I don't disgust anybody out. Okay. And I was going to wait and think about this. But, you know, I can't, because I care about this guy. He's a police officer, like I said. Fellow first responder with me. I'm going to read the comment. Jonathan, I don't want to embarrass you, but I'm going to give you a shout out because okay. Told him I'd do a video on this, but I wanted to think about it. But I'm just going to do that video now. Where it says, I know nothing about buffing, John, sorry. On another note, when you have time, I'd like to hear your thoughts on whether you could quite happily enjoy not having to work again. Having been off for a while now, would you love to get back to work, or would you be happy to call it a day? I only ask because May 2022, I'm 50. I'm probably going to call it a day, and it would be good to hear your thoughts on this matter. I want you folks to understand this, because I just got done watching Professor Walker open up about things that he's doing. Just go check his channel out, Professor Walker. Former police officer, he's now he teaches law enforcement or criminal justice, whatever you want to call it. And he's taken some time off. And he'll explain it to you. I don't want to bore you. Jonathan and I have thought about that. I have had many discussions about that. And with my wife and with counselor, with some friends close by, with some people on here. Because there are people on here that are home all day, every day. And I've always been a worker, blue collar, you know. I work with my hands. I was EMT for many years. I like to say I retired from it. Got into business, did that for a while, and then I got into driving truck. And my, neck issues, injuries. And Jonathan, it hit a nerve with me. And then I watched Professor Walker's video, and it really touched the nerve. I shouldn't say touched the nerve. It hit me in the heart. Folks, you have to understand something. Those of us that are on the front lines, and I'm talking first responders, police, fire, and EMS. I'm not talking warriors. We all know those brave men and women and what they go through. I'm talking paramedics, EMTs, police officers, firefighters. All races, genders, nationalities. I don't care where you're from if you're a first responder. We've seen things that the average person will never have to see. We've had to deal with issues that the average person will never have to deal with. And it lives with us up here the rest of our lives. So your mind's like a DVR. And the Bible's pretty much clear. Garbage in, garbage out. Whatever so a man thinketh, he is. Whatever's pure, whatever's holy, what is just, think on these things. And it's so true with visualizing and seeing things. That's why pornography is such a bad thing, because it gives you a false sense of what sex is all about in a relationship, So anyhow, not to get off topic. Well, very good question, Jonathan. My answer, quick answer would be, everybody's situation is unique and different. You've been doing this many years. And where you live, London, I'm assuming you work in the city. You're dealing with terrorism now, knife attacks. Calling it a day. As a first responder, my whole goal was to go 25, 30 years doing it, and it would be well over 30 years now. And then pretty much retiring out of it officially and doing something else. But I got out of it earlier. It was the right time. I won't go into that. But it was the right time. I've lost some colleagues to PTSD, depression. First responders have it. They get it. And if you don't process things, please go seek some help, okay? And I'm going to let this out there because I want to bring this awareness out there. I am not clinically diagnosed with depression. I started seeing a counselor because I've been home for over 7 months and not working. And I've been home with my thoughts. And I'm in a healthy spot right now. I have a dog, a new puppy that takes my time. I spend a lot of time praying. And I have some very good friends outside of what you see me on the screen that have really reached out to me. And then some very good friends within the YTPC. When I go to counseling, am I suicidal? No. I've seen enough of it. I've had some friends, I don't mean to get emotional, taking their lives. And I see the hurt that it puts on their families. I wouldn't do that to my family. Suicide is a selfish act. You think you're ending the pain, but you're not. You're causing a lot more pain for those that love you and care about you. So, short answer is, Jonathan, if I was to call it a day today and I was working, I'd hang it up. Yep. Yeah. I'm in a position to where we could do it, right? Financially. But in my situation, I may not be able to go back to truck driving. I may not be able to work again. Right now, here's the situation. When I'm sitting down, I'm comfortable in a chair like this. It has to be a chair like this, and I'm comfortable, okay? After a while, I get tension. The surgery worked, but I'm recuperating. And regardless, I have metal rods in my neck, and the surgery worked, but I get spasms, and spasms are tension, Pain is the secondary symptom of a spasm, okay? A spasm is what's causing the pain. So through physical therapy, I'm learning it. And so, Jonathan, and I'm making this personal, buddy, I had to come to grips with, I may never go back to work again. I'll probably never go back in a truck again. So, where am I at now? A few months ago, I was struggling with that thought. When I first had the surgery, and the doctor told me, hey, here's the deal for the rest of your life, Not gloomy stuff, but I'm an active guy. Right now, I'm only 2 months or so out with surgery. So when I'm up and I'm walking around a lot, I hurt, and I have to. It doesn't take much time before I've got to sit down, or I've got to lay down, or I've got to pop some pills to try to relax it. And when you're moving and grooving, for lack of a better term, I can pop the muscle relaxers, and it doesn't do anything. My body needs to sit down. Gravity rods are holding my cervical vertebrae. Okay, I'm fused. And it's keeping them from doing this. Okay, it's to hold them up. So gravity naturally wants you to do this. That's why when people say, I'm getting shorter as I get older, because as you get older, your bones, everything degenerates, because this is the way the body works. But it's forcing me to stay up. So it's forcing my neck muscles to work overtime to support the structure. Anyhow, I'm getting off topic. A few months ago, Jonathan, I didn't want to call it quits. I don't want to call it a day. Through some counseling, I found out that I'm suffering from PTSD, and all this other stuff has aggravated it and has brought it to the surface, okay? But the counseling's going great. I'm loving it. I'm doing great. And we talk about me maybe never going back to work, period, again. That's hard for me. Because as a man, I have my pride. And I'm a firm believer in the Bible says, if a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. Teach a man to fish, he'll feed himself. Give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. That's my attitude. This has been very humbling for me. So a few months ago, calling it a day, in my head it wasn't an option. Somehow I would work through the pain, but I would probably suffer, and I could probably cause issues and danger for someone if I continued, So, but I have come to grips with it in a healthy way. I'm 51. I'm in good shape. I'm losing weight. This is the only issue I got right now, right? Physically. I'm ready to call it a day. I'm accepting it if that's what it has to be. Can I do something else? Yes. My advice would be, listen, brother, if you're going to call it a day in 2022 and you retire, you can always work part-time, my friend. If you have a hobby or a passion, man, you have all the time in the world for that. You could volunteer. You could join what we call here in America critical stress debriefing team because you have experience and you can help others in the line of first responders cope and deal and work through things. See, there's more help now than there was 20 years ago. Next year, it'll be 20 years since I left the emergency medical services. And do I have nightmares? No. Do I have flashbacks? No. Do I think about things? Yeah, I do. Mortality. So I'm not afraid to die. Because it's over like that, and like that, I believe I'm with my Heavenly Father. So, my friend, if you really seriously want to call it a day, and you want to retire from the police force, you pretty much, I think you have the answer. You're ready, especially if you've been doing it a long time. You're no spring chicken anymore, my friend. You're 50. Enjoy life. I'm actually enjoying life. I now look forward to getting up in the morning and spending time with the puppy dog and doing my reading, my studies. I'm going to go back to school online, and I'm going to get my bachelor's in theology. I'm looking at volunteering. I'm helping people through here. I've actually had people who locally live near me contact me, want to get together with me. They want to talk. They want to share. They want advice. They want help. So I'm being productive. I'm being very productive. So that's my answer, Jonathan. Jonathan, email me, brother, if you ever want to talk about this further, and I can help you along with this. But, yeah, I think you know the answer, my friend. I think you know the answer. My wife's knocking on the door. Hang on.
The door's locked.
Hang on.
And I don't have my key. Sorry.
That's okay. Yep, my lovely wife came back from a game. So that's my answer for you. You can leave it open, dear.
Oh, the whole way?
Yeah. That's my answer for you. Sorry for any interruption. But yeah. I think you know you're ready when you're ready, you know? I hope that helped. I hope that helped others. If there's other first responders out there and you just need to talk, my email is in the description box. So I love talking to people and helping people, sharing my experiences and trying to advise and counsel. I had training in psychology. Actually taken courses in it. Actually have taken courses in it. So, love you all. Jonathan, God bless you. Thank you for your service. I'll see you on the next one.